Today, we are going to review about the human growth and development, attitudes and moral values in the teaching profession review. Number 1. The teacher has a vital role for the young. Which of the following is not a teacher's role? Letter A. Guidance of the young in their formative years. Letter B. Turn them into die-hard politicians. Letter C. Lead them to be useful, upright, and law-abiding. And letter D. Custodian and keeper of the young. Number 2. In his relationships with his superiors, the teacher should not A. Expect a promotion that is not meritorious. Letter B. Engage in gossip mongering. Letter C. Reject constructive criticism. Or letter D. Be loyal and respectful. Number 3. Which of the following is the teacher's obligation to himself as a person? Letter A. Belief in his capacity to realize his ambitions. Letter B. Faith in the Almighty. Letter C. Clean in body, mind, and spirit. Or letter D. Observance of strict compliance to kanya-kanya. Number 4. Likewise, the teacher must strive not to A. Perform his work conscientiously and religiously. Letter B. Suggest ways of improving the school program. Letter C. Arouse the ire and ventilate to everyone his ill feelings against his superiors. Letter D. Accept constructive suggestions that will improve the system. Number 5. Which of the following should be considered the most important factor by a teacher in her plans for an enriching student's learning process? A. Behavior of the students. B. Ability of the students. C. Interest of the students. Or D. All of the above. Number 6. Which of the following is not a recommendation on what a teacher should do to errors made by the students? A. Ignore the errors. B. Correct errors for accuracy. C. Correct the errors as gently as possible. Or letter D. Give positive feedback when correcting. Number 7. It is a sign or mark that learning has taken place in an individual. A. He is able to answer most questions. Letter B. He has acquired new knowledge. Letter C. Has made an improvement in his behavior. Or letter D. Applies what he has learned to similar situations. Number 8. You caught a student of yours getting something from the bag of her classmate without her classmate's permission. What should you do? Letter A. Report her to the guidance office. Letter B. Talk to the student earnestly, for she might have a problem. Letter C. Reprimand her. Or letter D. Tell the class about what happened. Number 9. It is the primary task of a classroom teacher. Letter A. To teach and follow the curriculum set by the DepEd. Letter B. To motivate and guide student learning in the most effective way. Letter C. To develop in the student's conformity with the standards of life. Letter D. To give students a chance to belong to the middle class of society. Number 10. Learning is functional when letter A. Learning is applied in group activities. Letter B. Learning is more of memorization. Letter C. Learning could be observed and measured. And letter D. The learner meets his present and future needs. Number 11. It is the most important factor that would make a successful teacher. Letter A. Her intellectual ability and the seminars she has attended. Letter B. Her personality towards her students and fellow teachers. Letter C. Her competence of the subjects. Or letter D. Her expertise in classroom management. Number 12. Which of the following is within the area of the teacher's social responsibility? Letter A. Maintains an exemplary behavior that assures the parents' confidence on him as their children's teacher. Letter B. Engages the government and private officials to be interested in the school activities. Letter C. Develops students' respect to authorities. Letter D. Consults his superiors in all his plans and projects. Number 13. One of your students informs you that you have a wrong answer to one of the questions and he is right. What should you do? Letter A. Accept that you are wrong but reprimand him. Letter B. Accept that you are wrong and thank him. Or letter C. Don't admit that you are wrong. Or letter D. Give him more difficult problems to solve. Now here are the answers. Number 1, B. Number 2, B. Number 3, D. Number 4, C. Number 5, C. Number 6, D. Number 7, D. Number 8, B. Number 9, B. Number 10, D. Number 11, B. Number 12, A. Or number 13, B. Now here is the reference. Reviewer Licensure Examination for Teachers or LET 2006 edition.